Hi again, YouTube. So the second episode of Sailor Moon Crystal has come out, finally. I thought it was going to be like a weekly thing, but apparently not, but whatever. And Amy has been introduced, which of course means that she's now Sailor Mercury. Yay. And I do like how they established very quickly that she really doesn't have many friends, and that she actually is really lonely, and that she and Usagi really hit it off. And I liked Amy's story in the episode. I think I like that part a bit more than what the original anime had. And I've never read the manga, so I'm assuming that the difference is that this episode followed the manga while the other anime was doing its own sort of thing while taking things from the manga. So I like Amy's story in terms of character. I'm still having some iffy stuff about the actual animation. I think the original anime took a lot more care in making the animation more expressive and flow better. And Luna looks a little iffy at times, like that's not what a real cat looks like. And she's still a cat, even if she's a magical one, so she has to look like a cat. That said, I do like how Motoki looks. I'm used to calling him Andrew, but its Japanese name is Motoki. Tuxedo Mask / Mamoru is still wearing a tuxedo the entire time, and that's a little weird. I kind of liked how Mamoru wore regular clothes in the original series when he wasn't going around as Tuxedo Mask. I like that. Even though he looks very nice in it. And in terms of Usagi's character development, I'm so far actually preferring the original anime's portrayal of her character, and when they would let you see parts of her personality as opposed to other times. Even though I know it's the same character from the same source material, it's a little difficult for me to understand when this Crystal's Usagi is having selfish motivations, while it's very easy to believe that the original anime's Usagi was sometimes a selfish person. But that kind of made it when the original anime's Usagi, when she was being selfless, stand out more. While with Crystal, it's like I'm expecting that to sort of be the default characterization, and get a little confused when she isn't, and that's feeling very strange because there's nothing in Crystal's Usagi that I'm not expecting to be there. It's just structured in a different way, and it's a little odd for me. That was a Facebook bleep, but what was I going? Right. So I'm if I had to choose the series on which Usagi I prefer the one with the better expressions of her face. Even if the voice was kind of more grating on my ear a little bit in the original, it seemed to fit the character a lot better, and it was much easier to buy that this character is not very mature, isn't used to crime fighting, is selfish sometimes because she's not really thinking about others, is a little too obsessed with her love life, while the other one is just, you're kind of bland and have your eyes sort of look soulless sometimes, and please stop looking at me! Ah! I'm also still kind of looking at Jedi like, you're not intimidating in the least. And a comment on the previous video was that, isn't he 16? I don't know if he's 16. He might be. I don't know. But he's still the bad guy. I do like the fresh monster designs that aren't in the original anime. I do like those designs, and the villains can. The like monster of the week is kind of hit or miss, I guess. They look good and they're kind of equally intimidating. I'm just not all that impressed with Jedi so far. And we've been introduced to Queen Beryl. I don't know why her face is shadowed over her eyes, because we know she's Queen Beryl. She can't be any less intimidating than Jedi right now. I mean, really. And there's some other little nitpicky things. Part of which I actually think is because it's trying to mimic the manga, and it's just that type of manga artwork that would be the reason why I didn't read the manga to begin with, because legs are too long, and it's kind of more willowy and wispy, and I feel more comfortable when my artwork has more defined lines, whether they're curved or angular. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my favorite thing to read when I was little. So, that kind of tells you what I like in my manga. But yeah, I got more than I was actually expecting from this new Crystal episode, so I'm going to continue giving the series a shot. And I'll pretty much only stop watching if I decide that it's a waste of time. So if I keep making these videos about it, then you know that there's something about it that might be worth your while, especially if you like Sailor Moon. So that's all I really had to say for this episode. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!